later. Second, oh yes, we are on air now. Okay, guys, we are having Lukasz Zelezny today, or maybe I'm not exactly right to pronounce his difficult name, but you all here for a treat today. It's the first webinar for this year, 2016, and okay, hi, yeah, okay, and so we haven't started yet. People tend to be late, and hopefully we'll get more people to see us. So Lukasz is doing second webinar with us, and he's everywhere. Yeah, I open a computer and I can see him straight forward in my Twitter, in my Facebook, in just everywhere. And I'm pretty sure I have been using even a fraction of it, and he is just everywhere. So it's very interesting how he managed to do all of it and to make a brand out of his own name. Is what he told us last webinar. I can see people gathering. I can see we have more people. Okay, we haven't started. So everybody who just joined us, we haven't started it yet. We just chatting. We're waiting for more people. Okay, let's check a sound. How does it sound, Lukasz?
So thank you very much for introduction. You pronounced my surname very well. That's first thing. Yes, and you said that I'm everywhere. Well, it may look like that, and I'm really kind of proud that you see this like that. But what I want to mention, and what is worth to mention, it is that today on this webinar, I'm going to share a couple of secrets how to manage social media the way how I'm managing, so you can do a lot, but in a very short time because of automatization. So I hope everybody will find this useful and interesting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will be useful and interesting. And I'm asking audience right now. Okay, we're doing it on Hangouts. We have been doing it on Hangouts for some time, and probably regulars already know the score. So if we have people with camera and microphone who wants to join us here in a green room, as Zara Altair told us, a green room. Oh yeah, somebody is joining us. Okay, we can see our first visitor. Hi, how are you doing? Can you speak, or we just gonna no camera, just picture? Okay, never mind. Yeah. Yes. No. Okay. Whilst Ram is hesitating, we can have more people here. If you want to ask question at the end.
Okay, Ram, can you hear me?
Okay, Ram, your sound is not great. So if it will yeah, okay, you can use a chat inside, and okay, Ram, your sound is not great, so I had to mute it, but you still can use chat inside chat to ask questions and everything. Okay, guys, if we have more people who wants to join us here, who's got microphone, camera, and wants to ask a question, just let me know on comments. Just write something to me in
Okay, so whenever you're ready, we can start with a webinar.
Okay, so I guess we're almost ready. If we have brave people to join us, you're welcome. Rem, yeah, I mute you, not because I don't like you. I love you very much, but your sound is cranky. But you still can use a chat, which you already use, and type your question. And I'm pretty sure Lukasz will answer all of them at certain point. Okay, guys, I guess it was all heating up. All heating up is done, and now okay, now Lukasz, I can see you already fine. It's all yours.
Thank you very much once again. And yeah, let me start. Um, so, in a nutshell, my name is Lukasz Zelezny. I'm working for a company called Hootsuite in London, United Kingdom, and I'm here for 3.5 years. We are a price comparison website, great company, great people to work with. I am responsible for online organic acquisition, so that means mainly SEO, but also a bit of social media and so on and so on. Today, I wanted to talk a little about social media for geeks. It won't be a webinar with basics. It will be rather advanced, geeky, nerdy stuff. Let's start from this lovely screenshot. I believe everybody likes KLM. I like this company a lot. It works. That's obviously airlines. KLM works, prices are affordable, and so on and so on. That's why I took this example. One day I saw this article on e-consultancy that was in November 2014. We made 25 million per year from social media. Great, amazing, very motivational. Made me feel like I told everybody it works. Social media works so well. But there is a downside of this article, mainly this article doesn't answer any question how they get there, what kind of tactics, what kind of strategy they had. So today I wanted to talk a little about this kind of bits and bobs, this kind of little things that you can implement in your kitchen, in your bedroom, whatever you want to do to be successful with social media. First of all, Frankie and Benny and Wower. So I wanted to share this because, again, this is a little of about airlines. I'm traveling a lot across the globe because of the conferences, so there will be a couple of examples like that. This is how I engage a big brands. Frankie and Benny, it's a network of a chain of restaurants which is selling amazing scrambled eggs. Before flying to a conference to Reykjavik, I went to London Luton Airport and I ordered my lovely scrambled eggs. Then when I asked for a bill, the waiter bring the bill and wrote thank you. There was a thank you handwritten on the bill. I found this really nice, really honest, and I wrote a tweet, such a simple, honest gesture to write thank you on the receipt. Thank you, Frankie and Benny's, I love it. I've been very surprised because this tweet started to circulate quite well and obviously been retweeted by Frankie and Benny. What does it mean? 43,000 people saw my tweet because that was the number of followers those days that been following Frankie and Benny. Then I flew to Reykjavik. I had a great time there, great conference in Reykjavik. And when I was coming back, there was lots of rain. And I was flying with Wower, and I saw that these people there in Reykjavik, Icelandic people, were working very hard to make us happy, to make sure that we will fly without delays. And just I've been overwhelmed how hard they were working. Similar story, I took a photo, I put some filters, I uploaded on Twitter, and I wrote, "Hi, Wower, just wanted to say thanks. You have a really amazing ground staff and cabin crew, professional and friendly." Same story that was retweeted by Wower very shortly, and almost 4,000 followers saw my tweet. Now, I was this kind of nice follower who was sharing lots of love, lots of thank yous. But there are other types of followers on social media, and you can find them across all the networks: Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on and so on. So I wanted to show you 7 the most popular types of social media fans. First is a quiet follower. Quiet follower, everybody of each of you is a quiet follower of many brands. We're just following these brands because we're following, nothing major. We just sometimes reading their tweets, their messages, their Facebook status, but there is not much interaction. So characteristic, heard about your business, not necessarily a customer, doesn't really harm your social media presence. How to engage? create polls, quizzes, visual content, images, video, strong call to actions. Someone online. Okie dokie, we back. Thank you. So type 2 casual liker. And casual liker is like next level after being a quiet follower. So characteristic is quite simple. Connect with your brand because of past experience, wants friends to see them as a source of good recommendation, and boost your social visibility. And you should identify casual likers, people who likes you sometimes, people who share a little of love, because these people may be very useful if you bring them on next levels. How to engage? Develop a creative and engaging posts. Describe popular products or service. Ask to reshare. And I wanted to mention, there is no slides on this, but I'm teaching this on my workshops. There is a tool which can help you to find casual liker or engaged people across social media like Facebook or Twitter, mainly these two. This tool is called commune.it, community, and commune.it with C, so commune. I can even stop for a second and I can try to open this. Bear with me. You should be able to see this. So that's the tool I'm talking about. And yeah, I bought this tool recently, and yeah, it's a very good tool, and I recommend to everybody. So now we have casual liker. Then we have deal seeker, and I am a deal seeker of Amazon. So I wouldn't wear Amazon t-shirt. I'm not a worshipper of Amazon. It's not like I love this brand and I'm saying like, oh, Amazon is better than others. No, nothing like that. I just go on Amazon because of simple reason. It's cheap and reliable and quick. These three things. So characteristic: make everyday purchasing decision, care about value over loyalty, follow social media to stay up to date, help drive new sales to your business. Yes? And what I want to say it is that this characteristic apply to everybody who is a deal seeker and is going on Amazon or is going to eBay. I'm sometimes making everyday purchasing decision before going sleep on my mobile. I'm on Amazon. I'm like, I will buy this or that. I don't even need to open my laptop. How to engage? Offer deals, offer promotion, and special offers for existing customers. Yeah. So again, you need to identify these people, and softwares like Community would help you. The unhappy customer, we sometimes are unhappy, aren't we? I was once unhappy when I was flying to India. The flight was cancelled and I had to stay 24 hours, and then the airlines took me to India. But because we are living in Europe, most or whoever is living in Europe, you need to know that for long-haul flights, you are eligible to get a compensation of around 500 euro. What does it mean? It means that this money is waiting for you if flight was cancelled 24 hours or for 24 hours. So I was unable to get this money for around 2-3 weeks. And then I wrote a post on Twitter mentioning my case and mentioning these airlines. And I asked about 20 friends to retweet this. That problem been solved the same day. I received an answer. The checks are on the way. So that's the power of Twitter, and that's the power of unhappy customers. It shares negative experience, expect fast response, and affect your online reputation. Yes, affect your online reputation. And now, how to engage? Monitor your pages, monitor your brand name mention, respond professionally and quickly. There are tools I will tell you later to monitor your pages and brand name, like Brand24 or Brandwatch or Talkwalker or Google Alerts. That tools will help you to see what people are talking about you around the internet. Type 5 troll. I don't expect people to be a troll, the people who are listening us to be a troll, but I need to mention about these people. Trolls are trolls. Trolls aren't customers, but may be as customers, and they have strong opinions on personal issues. Okay? And how to engage? Don't engage. Don't engage with trolls. Keep cool head, avoid responding, don't feed trolls. Everybody you responding to troll is winning. Cheerleader. Cheerleader is person who likes, comment, share your post, use mobile devices, entry. Every contest and promotion drives community growth and awareness. Very strong type of user. Person who kind of worship your brand, who kind of love your brand, who been casual liker and then somehow converted into being a cheerleader. And how to engage? Well, create a content that is worth cheering. Mention that person personally in your post. They love it, and make him her feel special. Okay, it's like kind of like you're kind of a friend, long-term friend. You really want them to feel special. And finally, loyal fan. Loyal fan. I am a loyal fan of Apple. Yeah, I like this, and it's not only I like this. I just need to have Apple phone, and I cannot work with any other phone. I need to have my MacBook. I need to have my Apple Watch, and I need to have my iPad. So if I would like to create a characteristic of myself, I recommend you to family and friends. Yes, I recommending Apple to my family and friends. Provide constructive criticism, defend you against angry social media fans. Actually, Apple is not very visible in social media. That's their strategy, so I cannot defend them. But obviously, there is lots of people and lots of brands where people are loyal fans and they're defending these brands. How to recognize? Recognize your loyal fans and award with gifts and mentions. There is a tool called SEMrush. I really like this tool. I am a loyal fan of tool. And how to engage? Well, award with gifts and mention. I'm always receiving some little gifts from SEMrush. That's very kind. And they always mentioning me whenever they can. I'm doing the same. I'm mentioning them. And yeah, we're leveraging each other audience, and we're working like a teammates. So when we know this, so now let's go to 7 popular types of social media messages. So first is a share. And the construction is simple. Read, then is article title, and then very important, via, @author, @source, and maybe a hashtag. And let me show you how it looks. This is the article, your first 3 steps after receiving a manual penalty. And this article been written by Neil Patel. And there is an image, there is a title, there is author bio. And we obviously know that it's from Search Engine Journal. So when I'm going to share this article, this is the way how I will do. Your first 3 steps after receiving a manual penalty by @Neil Patel. Then is my own shortener, zelezny.link/ and then via SE-journal #SEO. And take a look what's going on. We have Neil Patel and Search Engine Journal mentioned here. Why? Because Neil Patel is an author and Search Engine Journal is the source where that was published. Down there you can see a reaction, 3 likes, 1 retweet, including webpromo.expert. I'm doing this webinar for, so I can say like that was pretty successful. So you can see all these elements I mentioned on the previous slide. And also there is the last marker in the corner is what we call location. So I am using London as the location. So I believe more people around London can see this post more often. 2, second type of message is solving problem. So for example, construction is wondering how, yada, 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 find solution here, URL, and the same author source. And this is an example. Wondering how to better manage your infrastructure? Check out this solution from Topo De Luca, and there is a link, ibm.co/. And again, nice engagement. People are tweeting, people like this post. And how the post look like? You can see on next screen. This is how the post look like. Manage your cloud infrastructure with IBM service delivery, and so on and so on. Luis Ezequiel de Luca, and Luis Ezequiel de Luca was mentioned in the previous tweet. Questions. Construction is like is, how, what, yada yada. And this is a funny post from Pacalo Papito. Is everything expensive or am I just poor? Obviously, Pacalo Papito is like a legend on Twitter, and he had 15,000 retweets, 10,000 likes. And on that stage, it works like a snowball effect because lots of people see this post, even if it's not following him. Then after so many retweets, a fraction of these retweets will generate nice additional followers. And question mark is important because we want to make sure that people know that we are asking about something. This is another example of question. That's when we were going with my wife to Liverpool or from Liverpool to London, and I bought her a Minion, and I asked, "Hi Virgin Trains, Parul and me, we would like to know the cost of ticket Liverpool London for typical Minion." Well, it was funny post, and what I did, I received quick answer from Virgin, which was they can travel for free, but would need to sit on your lap if it gets busy. And we had 52 retweets and 7 likes. So, well, just funny post with photo, also lots of engagement. Another one is a retweet with additional comment. So construction is I agree, RT, author, original tweet. And here is another example from Neil Patel. Seth Godin says content marketing is the only marketing left. I agree. And then Shyam Subramanian retweet this saying like RT, Neil Patel, and then the original tweet. Fifth example is a love tweets. Construction is very simple. Write whatever, use word love, and write whatever. Just mention the word love. So this is an example. Dingoes love running on 3 logs for some reasons. 3 photos, word love, and 13 retweets, 79 likes. Love is a magical word in social media. Another example, I love hash war, so always good to be here with Paru Zelezny. And on the bottom, retweets 3, likes 5. Finally, stats and numbers. Did you know, yada, yada, yada. And whatever is in this, you can put whatever you want. This is a very nice, I mentioned this conference in Reykjavik, so this is a tweet. Did you know 96% of Icelanders are on the internet, 70% use social media, more than half believe in elves. 37 retweets, 12 likes. Mainly retweets went from people who were participating RIMC, Reykjavik Internet Marketing Conference 2013 in Iceland. So very clever. Craig posted this right before the conference in Reykjavik, and because people came at morning and that was already circulating, he gets so many retweets. Very nice example of nice posts. That's another example from my account. I took this infographic, Data Never Sleeps, and this is like 1 minute of internet, 4.1 million Facebook likes, 1.7 million Instagram likes, and so on and so on. I took partly what was on the infographic. Finally, motivational quotes, and that's a motivational tweet which is using infographic, so you can see the magic is with this green tick: listen, responsiveness, nutrition, patient sharing, and so on and so on. And you can see these things on this infographic, which is 10 superpowers of the world's greatest social media marketeer. And another one, language of good manager. I'm proud of you. I trust you. What do you think? How can I help? I was wrong. I'm sorry. Via, and that was the original owner who I found this tweet on. 16 retweets, 9 likes. Pretty successful tweet. So let's concentrate on Twitter a little more. First of all, I want to mention you that you need to remember about security. So Twitter allowed you to put two levels of two levels of login. So you will get a message on your mobile with a code, and you need to enter this code. Pretty useful, because remember that your Twitter is important, and you're also using this to log into third-party applications. So make sure that your Twitter is secured. A little about my account. So my account looks like that, pretty standard. I'm using pinned tweet. That's the tweet which is on the top of your timeline. And what I'm using in this tweet is simple. Visit my LinkedIn profile and send invitation, and there is a link to my LinkedIn profile. Need my email? Use SEO@zelezny.uk. #in, #FB. That two tags are working the way that #in is reposting what I wrote to LinkedIn, #FB is reposting what I wrote on Facebook. I'm using geolocalization, London, again, link to my LinkedIn profile, and I joined March 2011 with this account. So right now, Hootsuite is the first software I wanted to mention. It's amazing software. I love this software a lot, and a little how I'm using this. And think about this, there is Hootsuite and Hootlet. Hootlet is a part of Hootsuite, which I will mention a little more about. So this is an example pinned tweet from Semrush, and you can see that that was information about the webinar we had. So social media week with Mike Alton, Lukasz Zelezny, Ian Clary, and there is a link to webinar, and that's it. Yeah, and on the bottom you need to see that there is additional mark that normally doesn't exist. Is this little owl from Hootsuite. Why I see this owl there? Because I installed a Chrome extension called Hootlet. So first I need to create account on my Hootsuite, and then create a Hootlet, then install a Hootlet extension to my Chrome, and then I will see this, and I can click this like an integral part of Twitter. And when I do this, then I can see this whole tweet in the window, and from the drop-down menu I can choose networks I'm going to use. So I choose Twitter and LinkedIn. Twitter, this is important in this border, 25 characters left and 570 characters left to the maximum of LinkedIn. My suggestion is, if you're posting the same message to two networks, try to keep the lowest limit. So in that case, try to make sure that you don't go above 140 characters, because that way you can be sure that your tweet and your message on LinkedIn will be presented the right way and nothing will be cut. There is a couple of icons, so you can add that attachment, you can add a localization. Like I mentioned, if you're tweeting from London, maybe it's good to mention that you're tweeting from London. And then 3 buttons: auto schedule, post later, and post now. Let me start from post now. Post now doesn't work. Post now does work exactly like you would tweet from Twitter. You click and it's going automatically on your Twitter. Post later means that you can decide when you would like to post this. So it is nothing but scheduling. And then you have very clever function which is auto schedule. Hootsuite got a built-in algorithm which will try to put this post on the timeline where they think it will be the most beneficial for your followers. So in other words, that the highest number of followers will see that post. So when I clicked at the middle button, post later, I could choose the day, I could choose the date, at the time, and of course I could choose email alert, which I don't recommend, because if you post a lot of messages into your calendar, then you will start getting lots of confirmation that that or this tweet was sent. And then you click schedule, and voila, that's it. Hootsuite and Hootlet obviously exist on iOS. So it looks this way. I can show you. You see in the middle there is Hootsuite, and the website Semrush. That's a price plan, price table. And let's say I want to share this to my networks with Hootsuite. So I just need to expand the down menu and click on Hootsuite. And what I will see something which is relatively similar to what you see on the desktop version. So you can see a little of SEMrush pricing, yeah, the picture, and then I need to choose networks. So I choose one network and I choose when to schedule. Again, auto schedule or schedule works the same way like I show you on the desktop version. Clever way to schedule messages. Now I wanted to go into tactic because I don't want you to listen only about the theory. Now I'm sharing how I'm doing this by my way. So think about this. This is my calendar, a couple of messages. Colors means that different configurations. So green may means Twitter only, and brown may means Twitter and LinkedIn, and red may means Facebook only. So this helps you to understand where each message will be posted. And think about this. Friday, there is quite busy. 18th of September. Was this a special day? Let me think. Of course it was. Why? Because that day we had Brighton SEO in Brighton in UK. It's a great conference, lots of people. I had a pleasure and honor to speak twice last year. So this year, unfortunately, I couldn't attend because I was too busy. But I wanted to be visible kind of virtual. So what I decided, I scheduled a couple of tweets every half an hour through whole day on Twitter using hashtag Brighton SEO. And what I was tweeting was not exactly what people were saying on the conference because I wasn't there. So I couldn't be the first one publishing news. But I wanted to post something engaging, which will be more or less relevant to audience, but not very strictly relevant. This is an example of the tweet. How we did a screenshot in 1983. And there is also #Brighton SEO. Take a look, 19 retweets, 31 favorites, pretty awesome. The left side so-called laptop is what we would use 25 years ago. And again, #Brighton SEO, 9 retweets, 6 favorites. Great, that was working pretty well. Finally, why Earth is the best planet, #Brighton SEO, because we have Wi-Fi, and 26 retweets, 33 favorites. You may ask me, okay, if I would like to do something like that, where I will find what hashtag is used by what conference? There is a website called linerd.com, and this website is a directory of conferences. So after being successful with Brighton SEO, I done another with PMI London. The hashtag is PMI-LDN. So Brighton SEO was in September. PMI-LDN is in October. And yes, I just scheduled the same way, and that's a nice tactic. Even if you are not on conference, you can engage people who are attending on conference because they frequently observe this tag. Where Hootlet works with, Hootlet not only works with Twitter, it also works with Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Google, Yelp, Flickr, Google Maps, and YouTube. And just to give you another example, I will show a little how it works with YouTube. The Prodigy Wild Frontier, I like a lot the Prodigy. So I just found this new video and I was like, wow, it's amazing track. I will share this. And I saw that on the bottom there is a Hootlet. Next to the share buttons, the standard share buttons, there is a Hootlet button. So I click this, and like before, you can see the Prodigy Wild Frontier official video, YouTube, yada yada. And yeah, that's it. You can post, auto schedule, and post later. Hootsuite that's why I'm using Hootsuite and not Buffer. I like these apps that are available inside the Hootsuite. So here are two. First is Right Relevance Pro, and the second is Resonance. I'm using both of them. So Resonance helps me to find what is important, what people are reading, what is very popular, specific day about growth hacking, and Right Relevance Pro is tracking everything what is specific to social media topic. Quite similar, but Right Relevance Pro is also tracking conversation, when Resonance is only tracking the articles. So we can see that in Resonance, 23 marketing tactics that cost time, not money, been very popular at that day I was taking screenshot. And you can either read this because probably it's something important to read, or try to understand what makes this article so popular, or do lots of other researches that would help you and your website be more visited. Results via twittercounter.com. So you can see that from August to October, I grew by around 5,000 followers. I think this is pretty nice results, especially that recently I was doing audit of my Twitter account, and it seems like 98% of the followers are real active followers. So we talked a little about Twitter. Now a little about LinkedIn. LinkedIn is like holy grail for me, holy grail of my spectrum of my social media platform I'm using. So first, this is the LinkedIn Pulse blogging platform. This is a built-in blogging platform for LinkedIn, and I'm using sometimes to post some articles. And here is 10 ideas that you can use to generate blog traffic and interest. 9,745 visits, 54 likes, 13 comments. Results in less than a month. And I was happy like this guy there in the corner. I was like, wow, that works. But how I get there? So first, call to action. On the bottom of the article, I put a call to action. And you cannot embed any code except of YouTube. But you can do a screenshot and make this as a picture. So I took a screenshot from Eventbrite where we were selling tickets for a workshop. And I posted this on the bottom. And whatever user was clicking in any part of this picture was redirected to Eventbrite where they could buy tickets. Engage with headline. There is 5 rules to follow. So remember about using titillating adjectives like amazing, adorable. Second, numbers of or listicles, so-called listicles. So remember about this: top 5, top 10 things, 12 things, and so on. But don't go too crazy. Don't do 1,001 things, and so on and so on. I remember when I was going to Budapest and I wanted to find online what to see in Budapest, and I typed things to see in Budapest, and there was first article 1,001 things to see in Budapest this weekend. And I was like, seriously, that's probably the whole list of things you can ever see in whole your life in Budapest. So make this list digestible, okay? Number 3, make it catchy. So I remember I was born in Poland, and I remember when I was on Facebook, and there was a very famous article that was circulating for weeks. 17 things you should know. 17 things why you should not go to Poland. And I was like, what? Seriously? That's really bad. They shouldn't write something like that. I clicked, and what I saw, it was kind of like link bait. It was kind of a trap, because it was like very beautiful photos and comments that are opposite. So for example, Poland is very rainy and gloomy, and there was a beautiful picture of sunny day and beautiful landscape, and so on and so on and so on. 17 photos like that. BuzzFeed was pretty successful with this. Another thing, make it catchy. I remember when I found Buzz Food, this 30 seconds videos showing how to do something with the food. And I remember the one, as an example, there was strawberries. This middle part of the strawberry you had to remove, put inside vodka with gelatin, put this back to the fridge for a couple of hours, remove from the fridge, and you had yummy jelly kind of shots with vodka. 30 seconds video, very catchy, very compressed material. It wasn't like 3 minutes video, so I found this very interesting. State the benefits, make sure that people know why they're going to read. For example, you can say top 3 things which will make blogging easier, or top 5 things that will make your website faster. And be specific, because people don't like to have this fluffy talks. So go to the point. And Here is a couple of examples how you can generate this kind of engaging headlines. First is done by Portent, content idea generator. The second one is done by HubSpot. And the keyword is search engine marketing. 5 secrets about search engine marketing that government is hiding. 13 must-read articles about search engine marketing. Why we love search engine marketing, and you should too. The worst advice we ever heard about search engine marketing. 10 quick tips about search engine marketing, and so on and so on. I recommend you after this webinar to go on Portent, to go on HubSpot, and start to play with these tools, because it's really amazing and quite funny. Engaging with thumbnails. Like I mentioned, my blog on my LinkedIn post is my personal opinion, my personal view, so I want to make this look personal. So I'm using my photos as the thumbnails. Sometimes on my holidays, like in the top left corner when I'm in front of Taj Mahal, sometimes when I'm speaking on a conference. What is worth to mention, it is like I never had a ability to paint, but I have my Apple iPhone that I mentioned, and I'm a loyal fan of this Apple iPhone, and I know a couple of applications which can do magic. So this is a standard photo, but you can do very simply kind of an HDR. You can see a difference. And this is a fake HDR, obviously, done by two tools. One is Snapseed, and the other one is PS Express by Adobe. So Snapseed is by Google, and PS Express is Photoshop Express by Adobe. Then you can do halftones, and you can do this kind of comic style. When you have article ready, then you can start engaging with Viral Content Buzz. So Viral Content Buzz is very, very powerful platform, and this is how I'm using this. You need to fill a couple of fields: URL, title, and description. So URL is linked to my LinkedIn article. Title is whatever title should be posted, and description will be used on Facebook. Then I choose 3 categories: traveling, because I have lots of people who are travel bloggers, web design, and SEO and social media. And finally, whoever was playing World of Warcraft then know that there is internal currency, and you can say that in Viral Content Buzz, every player is getting 500 coins that can spread across his projects. So here you can see I placed 130 coins, 130 credits, and these credits will be used to promote this post. And I choose allow to Twitter, allow people to tweet, allow people to like on Facebook. However, I didn't choose Pinterest because I found this not relevant. I didn't choose StumbleUpon because StumbleUpon is working in iframes, and LinkedIn doesn't allow you to use iframes. And finally, retweet me, so I know that people are sharing. People who using Viral Content Buzz are sharing link to my article. After a couple of days or a week, maybe I see this, and that was really impressive. 33 tweets, 47 Facebook messages, and 0 Pinterest, 0 StumbleUpon. I was like, wow, that's amazing. So I've been really excited to start using this this tool. And this is how link to article look like, because you need to remember that using this tool allowed you to promote your content, but also give you ability to provide other people content. When you're doing this, you earning these credits, and you can use them later to promote your own content. So here is another example, and you may ask, so how it looks on the Twitter or Facebook when your post been posted? This is how it looks. So we have 10 ideas to generate blog traffic and interest. VCB.bz is a shortener from Viral Content Buzz. Thanks to this, you can see number of visits, and RT Lukasz Zelezny, and you have thumbnail on the bottom. So Viral Content Buzz shortener is here. My screen name is here, and obviously virality is on the bottom. So the user Diomart, who tweeted. I didn't know this user. He is just a viral content bust user. His audience retweeted my post. So I've been able to reach Diamart audience. So you're not posting this to your audience, you're posting this to audience of somebody. This is how the same post look like on Facebook. So Malibu Media posted the same, and you can see that thumbnail is different, is trimmed different ways. So make sure that you keep your interesting part of the message inside in the middle part of the picture, because the edges may be cut different way. We need to go deeper. So another tool is BuzzSumo, and when I type blog ideas traffic, I saw that my article was first. But then I saw, so in a nutshell, what BuzzSumo is doing is showing you articles sorted by number of shares on 5 most popular social media networks. So I saw that blogging mistakes, traffic, and content ideas written by Daniel Sokko is second, and then we have Bill Flitter, time-saving blog post ideas to buy small business owners. What I did, I exported Twitter users who shared a link, and then I started to engaging, saying like, oh, I saw that you like articles about blogging, about optimizing blogging, and so on and so on. I wrote one, maybe you will find this interesting. But obviously I wasn't doing this manually. I just created a CSV file that that was containing all the messages, and I uploaded this to Hootsuite, and then every day there was 2 messages for next couple of weeks, so every user was mentioned. Leveraging followers with just unfollow currently is called Crowdfire. What is Crowdfire? Crowdfire is a little application on your iPhone and Android which will help you to start sending automatically direct messages on Twitter. I know what you think. Direct messages may be annoying. I know, but obviously they works. That's the other side. So this is the polite way how I'm doing this. Let's connect on LinkedIn, search with LinkedIn Lukasz Zelezny or Google Lukasz Zelezny. Greets from London. So you can see that there is not even a link, but every day 100, maybe 200 people from all of my followers, new followers, was receiving this kind of message on direct message. And you can believe me or not, but this is the results between June and November. I had extra 3,000 LinkedIn followers. And think about this, on LinkedIn there is very little a number of fake accounts. So these people are real, these people are following me, and I'm still using this strategy to leverage. So whoever is following me on Twitter also is getting message that, hey, thank you very much, but I'm also visible on LinkedIn. Follow me on LinkedIn if you want. I mentioned tracking brand, so Talkwalker, Brand24, Fresh Web Explorer, and Google Alerts. I would like to mention Brand24 because I like this software the most. So my name and surname, like you heard on the beginning, is quite unique and quite difficult to say. Lukasz Zelezny. It's a benefit because there is only one Lukasz Zelezny who is doing social media and SEO, and I can treat my name and surname as my brand. So as keywords, and this is the configuration of Brand24. I just added Lukasz Zelezny with space, without space, with Polish characters, because we in Poland we have this kind of crazy characters like W or Z. So I wanted to make sure that every kind of way people are saying my name online will be considered. And this is what I saw. This is the first quarter of 2015, 2,575 mentioned, 45 from Facebook, 2,000 from Twitter, 9 from blogs, 0 on forums, 2 from news, 6 from video, and other unspecified 548. And you can click, let's say, on video, and you can see that links to specific YouTube videos, and you can go there and see what people are talking about you, or blogs, and so on and so on. But one day I was shocked like that, because on Brand24 I saw something that really surprised me, and I will show you a screenshot. This is an article from ibusiness.ru. I don't speak Russian. I can understand quite well, but I cannot speak and I cannot read because the letters are different than Latin. But you can see in that what is this someone took my article, translated this into Russian, put a link to my LinkedIn profile, and wrote my name in the Latin letters. Thanks to this, Brand24 been able to find my name and let me know that, hey, there is ibusiness.ru blog that you may be interested to see, and maybe you will be interested to have some interaction with these people. And this is the power of Brand24 and brand tracking overall, because I also been able to find some mention or Indonesian website and languages I have no clue how to even read. But I can always try to contact people and say thank you. That's our results after a couple of weeks: 13 likes, 38 shares, 5 comments, 275 tweets, 5 Google Plus, and 236 shares. So I also done a great link building for LinkedIn, 8 external backlinks, 2 referring domains, 2 referring IPs, and from 2 subnets. And what does it mean? It means that this 2 referring IPs being from totally different areas. And there is unanswered questions. First of all, organic links works because I was not doing link buildings. But the unanswered question is, if I would post this article on my blog, would I have the same high number of external backlinks? Or maybe this is the magic of LinkedIn and that people trust so much LinkedIn. We are quite short of time. I don't know if we have still 10 minutes. If there is, okay, I will be continuing. No time, no worries. Use Twitter feed. Twitter feed is something which, like the name is saying, Twitter feed. So using RSS feeds to post on your Twitter timeline. This is the example how I'm doing this. So I have feeds from Search Engine Journal, and every 30 minutes there is a check if there is new article. If there is a new article that will be posted on my Twitter. I don't have always time to post, but articles from Search Engine Journal and others are quite relevant to my audience. So because of that, I am using this. You can set up hashtag like Search Engine Journal or #in, #SEO, #Sedge, and this is how it looks after being posted. So #Search Engine Journal, what they don't tell you in school about being an entrepreneur, by Larry Kim, who been voted Personality of the Year in US, Search Personality of the Year. And what is nice, Larry is using his own name, screen name in Twitter tags. There is a T name and T cards. So because of that, when Twitter feed automatically posted on my wall, Larry known about me that I shared his article, where he been able to favorite this. His avatar is visible there on the bottom, and you can see that I had 2 retweets, 2 favorites. So after a night, I'm always opening at morning my Twitter, and I'm checking this messages which been mostly retweeted or favored by other people, because that simply means that it's something important I should probably read. Cross-posting, like I mentioned, this is the example, Happy Friday from London Bridge, everybody #FB, and that went automatically on Facebook because of the tag. I had no time to have my own website, but I have a tool called Paper.li, which I'm paying about $9 a month, and that works similar to Twitter feed. So every 24 hours, it's building kind of a newspaper based on the sources, based on the RSS feeds I selected. So here is like Monkfeed and Smarty, URL Profiler, Dan Sharp, BuzzSumo, and so on. Search Engine Watch, ClickZ. And this is how the article look like. So you can see that it looks pretty much like a legit website, but obviously these articles are just links to the original articles. The good thing is that the website is working and is gathering backlinks. So one day when I will have a time, I will start my own blog. And I'm sharing links automatically to Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and that's our statistics after a couple of weeks again. So I had 628 visits from referral, 289 from direct, and so on and so on. 1,217 visits And now you may say this is a very low number. Maybe yes, maybe not, but this is 1,200 visits you can potentially have, or you don't need to have if you want to open a website like that. Very little efforts, and lots of people is using this Paper.li. One of the last tools I wanted to mention, we have still 5 minutes, is if this then that. It's a holy grail of automatization. If this then that works a very simple way. If something happened, then do something. And I wanted to show you a couple of recipes, because this is how they call this. So if new tweet from search for hash SEO, then add user to list for Lukasz Zelezny. So if someone will post something with hashtag SEO, this person will be automatically added to my list. And my list name could be my friends, people who posted about SEO friends, but instead I'm using the list as call to action. So the name of the list is visit www.zelezny.uk. Okay, so the name of the list is indicating people to visit my website. Another recipe: if new popular technology article on the New York Times, then post a tweet to Lukasz Zelezny. So if there is a technology article that already become popular, then it will land on my Twitter. And this is very interesting recipe because it's very selective. Only popular article, not every article will be posted to your timeline. Another one: keep a list of people whose tweets you have favored. So you can build list based on list of people tweets you personally favored. Another one: if new tweet by Lukasz Zelezny, then create a link post on your Tumblr. I'm not using Tumblr that much, but I'm visible there, so you can see that this is automatically taking whatever is posted on Twitter and placed on my Tumblr. And finally, I think this is the last recipe I wanted to say. This is to log time. So log how much time you spend at the home work office. So if I am in specific area based on GPS location, then one line on Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets documents will be added, and I can see when I was coming to office and when I was leaving office, and I can, based on this, measure time I spent in office at home or at home. And the last chapter, this is the guy. I could look like him if I wouldn't start doing fitness. And fitness in social media, that may not sounds like a good deal, but it works fantastic. So first of all, when I decided to do a little more fitness, I bought this Withings Pulse OX, that's the name. And this is nothing but a device which is measuring your steps, like Fitbit or even like your phone. And I started to measuring this, and I found this very engaging because I had the numbers, and I could start sharing this online. So I started to installing lots of applications, except of Withings. You can see Map My Fitness, Map My Ride, Runkeeper, My Fitness Pal, NutraCheck, and so on, and so on, and so on. And finally, when I saw these numbers, I wanted to start sharing this with my audience. So I started automatically placed. This is a Runkeeper, which looks really cool on Facebook because you have not only how much distance you run, but also a map with the route where you was running. Yeah, so it not only motivates you to share with your friends, but also motivates your friends to be visible as you are visible. Then I went a little even more crazy. I bought this weight. It works body scale. It works on Bluetooth, and everything is aggregating on your iPhone, and you can also start sharing these parameters on your social media. I am not, but I could. And take a look. This is the chart how my weight started to going down from 93 kilo to 85. Pretty motivational. And this is not my New Year resolution because I started in the middle of 2015. So finally, I built this recipe. If yesterday activity logged for Lukasz Zelezny, then post a tweet to Lukasz Zelezny. So if my Withings account received some data from the devices I have, then post this on my Twitter. And this is how it looks. This is how the recipe looks. If yesterday activity logged for Lukasz Zelezny, then post a tweet. And now you have the recipe exactly this is the view how the recipes looks like. So there are ingredients in these gray fields, and it's like on, measure at, so that's the date. I traveled, distance in miles, behind this will be a distance, took number of steps, and elevation in meters, that will be also converted into specific number. CC, Withings, Runkeeper, Nike, that's our 3 accounts I'm mentioning, and hash in to post this automatically on my LinkedIn. And this is how the tweet looks like. On August 28, 2015, I traveled 7,33 miles, took 12,455 steps. Elevation 46,16 meter. CC, Withings, Runkeeper, Nike, hash in. There was 1 retweet and 1 favorite, so this tweet was a little engaging and motivational for other people. And this is all I prepared, just 1 minute after the time. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for listening. I would like to mention that if we have a Polish people, visit socialmedia.pl. That's my new website. I am just creating, it's only in Polish at the time. If you would like to stay in touch with me, I am on LinkedIn, I am on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. My name is Lukasz Zelezny, and that was a pleasure to be with you guys.
Okay, guys, if you have any questions, you can type them. Well, unless Bogdan, we join with Bogdan join us as it's your colleague actually, Lukasz, but he's from Lviv. Oh, used to be Polish city. That's
correct. That's correct.
Okay.
Привет, Bogdan.
Witam.
Privětík.
Okay, guys. If you have any question, gather them, type them in our webpage in the comments, and we'll read it. I'll read it for Lukasz. Lukasz, I have a question to you. You said you Apple support, Apple Phone, and everything, but I know you just recently bought a Android phone.
Why? Why should I?
Oh, you did bought it. It was on your Facebook, Nexus.
Well, I didn't. I received this as a gift. There is a story behind this. There was 50 people across London selected by Nexus, and these people received a package which been a kind of this high-end VIP package. So 50 people received these mobiles for free. Very good mobile. I cannot say anything bad about, but it's still difficult for switching. So I didn't purchase this. It was more like a gift.
Okay, so it was so difficult to switch it on. It's still off. You haven't switched it on yet.
No, I'm still using this. I have right now 2 mobiles, and I'm impressed how well it's integrated with Google Docs. Well, it's very, very easy to. I think it would be my work phone, but for working and all the other activities, I still will stay with my Apple.
Okay, Bogdan, anytime if you have a question, you can switch your microphone on and shoot. Okay, if there is so far no question, I'll ask another one. Okay, you mentioned tons of different social media and networks and everything. Half of them I've never heard about, I have to admit, but you haven't mentioned one I knew.
Which one?
Quora.
Okay.
What about Quora? Do you do Quora? Is it any good?
Well, I think it's personal kung fu, yeah. So everybody got it's like you have your own kung fu. Someone got own kung fu or own kickboxing, and this is like a way of being visible on social media. I mentioned LinkedIn. I mentioned Twitter. I mentioned Facebook. Yeah, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Pinterest. But my main core is Twitter and LinkedIn. Obviously, I'm not using Quora, but I know that it's powerful and lots of people is using. And someone may say, like, you know what? Forget about Twitter. Twitter doesn't work. Go to Instagram and Facebook because engagement is higher. So it's a personal choice. I think it's better to concentrate on 3 or 4, maximum 2 and 3. 4, that's like super maximum. social networks rather than trying to be on every.
Yeah, it's impossible. Obviously, Twitter works for you. Okay, you don't do core, fine, no problem. Okay, Bogdan, do you have any question?
Yes, I have interesting questions. Hi, Lukasz again.
Hi.
Do you hear me good?
Yeah.
Okay, question is very serious about total social media networking marketing. As you know, people in social media, they like more fun content, yeah, something more fun to relax, to read, to share with friends. But problems if brands go to social media, people don't like to read something about posts what's for try to sell them, to push them.
Mm-hmm.
So I see the problem. People like fun, and brands have something to sell. Yeah. And I'm working now with all my projects on type of context like mixed together. Post what's selling, but looks like in fun type, or I don't know. What you can say about this?
Well, that's I can say that there is like variety of tone of voices you can have. Let's say you have company XYZ and there are two profiles, XYZ, which is a main profile, and XYZ support, which helps people to solve the problem. The tone of voice on the XYZ support will be very honest, very polite, and very direct in the way to solve the problem. When the XYZ is more about brand creation, and it can be, like you mentioned, funny and so on and so on. Social media doesn't work the way like, okay, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. You need to build rather a story around the product, a story around the brand, a story around the ecosystem. Recently, I saw that there is Eurostar, the train which is traveling from London to Paris under the tunnel. And they are not trying to say like, hey, buy the tickets because are cheaper. No, right now there is something like they have a discount to go to Belgium from London. And how they're promoting this? They want you to take a photo with chocolate because Belgium is famous about the chocolate. Post this with specific hashtag. So you see, there, like if you have selling train tickets here, the whole messages are spinning like a little away from this core, because when you're starting to be really into core and saying like buy tickets, buy tickets, buy tickets, and so on and so on and so on, that frequently doesn't work.
I understand. Thank you.
Yeah, very good question.
Okay, do we have more questions? Okay, I'll check if we have questions on our website, and it looks like no. Looks like no. Okay, guys, if there's no... yeah, sure.
Yeah, go on.
Lukasz, in UK, Twitter is a top social network, yeah?
It's huge,
Number one. Why?
I think a couple of reasons. Because it's available from mobile very easily. It's a very condensed form. It's very quick. It's very, like snap the fingers, like, and because it's open, so this privacy, I know that you can hide your profile, but majority of people is very open. Also, it's kind of a code of conduct, kind of a standard that every company is trying to have Twitter just proactively dealing with some problems or dealing with some complaints from customer. However, when I'm in Poland, people are like, oh, Twitter is not as popular. Well, not yet, but think about this. We had in Poland at least two networks which been Twitter-like, but in Polish language, and they collapsed. Nobody was using them anymore. Everybody switched to Twitter.
Or Facebook.
Or Facebook. I think Twitter would be more relevant because they've been like, you had exactly like copies of Twitter. It would be the same, like, for example, people would stop using VK and would switch to Facebook, which probably won't happen because Russia is a very specific market. So what I'm trying to say, people switch to Twitter. Twitter is still not as popular as it could be, and it's not as popular as in UK, but it will be there. Sooner or later, it will be there.
But now, as I can see in Ukraine, for example, a lot of Twitter accounts using too much spam, too much mass following techniques to get new followers. Because, first of all, Twitter ads are so expensive. Second, not everyone can start ads on Twitter, even if you have money and you want. So mass following was in one way, but young social media managers, they don't think what they do. They following everything, everyone.
Yes.
And sometimes you can see very funny situations and some brand following you.
Yes, yes. So you see, you mentioned adverts. So yeah, well, that's another story because you can launch adverts only when you have positive. When you have sooner or later positive ROI. You cannot. You cannot.
Just like that.
Yeah, but when you're going with organic reach, they will be trying mass techniques because they want to build kind of a community. They want to justify their roles as well. You know, there is mix of reasons why they're doing this.
What about Google Plus?
I'm not a fan at all. I'm not a fan. There is too much. You know, there is too much. It looks like a cliche of Facebook to me.
You know,
Twitter is, you know, Twitter is different, LinkedIn is different, Facebook is different, Pinterest is different, and Google Plus is like Facebook.
No, Google Plus is unique.
Well,
in some way. You know why?
Yeah.
I also was thinking about something like you about Google Plus. When I started to work in Google Plus, I had and I have now another project. So some projects that have Facebook, that have Twitter, that have Google Plus, and Instagram. In Google Plus, the most higher engagement.
Yeah.
In Google Plus, less spam. In Google Plus, no ads at all. In Google, indexing posts from Google Plus much more higher from Facebook, especially if under post there is activity, people pressing +1, people share, or people comment.
Yeah,
and
so you know that will be kind of like a personal thing as well, because you know I cannot. I'm not like Quora. I'm not a fan of Quora, but I'm agree with you. It may work. You know, it can work for you, gentlemen. I need to. It's great to have a conversation with you, but unfortunately, I need to run because otherwise my wife will be quite upset. And yeah.
Yeah, we can afford it. We can afford to upset your wife. So thank you very much, Lukasz. Thank you again. It was very engaging. So we become well. You have to escape. Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bogdan. Thank you very much. That was a pleasure to meet you.
Okay, thank you, everybody who was with us tonight. It was a first webinar of this year, first but not the last. Check, we have plenty of webinars, one on the Google Plus as well. So check it out, and thank you everybody, and everybody have a good night tonight. And people who lives in Ukraine will have a Christmas very soon. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Антон, що я пропустив?